Pulled into port there, the flag went limp this morning, so I think we're gonna make it across. Bringing the old world and the new world together.
They're coming up, they're not eating the chum though.
Oh, we're dead.
We really had one thing in mind when we were coming to Cape Canaveral, and that was to make it to the other side.
Oh, here's a whole pack of them now. I consider myself a tuna geek, and everywhere you catch tuna, a lot of things are the same and a lot of things are different. Nice work, guys.
My name is Ali Hussaini. I grew up in Southern California and now operate one of the largest sport fishing websites in the world.
Just another day at the office?
My office, not yours.
I'm Rush Maltz, Florida Keys native and career fishing guide for the past 20 years.
When I come out to California, you can let me catch all the 300-pound tuna.
Our passion is our profession, and we know there's more to fishing than just the catch.
There's a good mark right there. That's what I like to see. That's the one!
We explore the people, places, and species that make up the culture of fishing.
In a past life in one of my old businesses, I was always looking to do artwork. And at one point, I needed somebody who could reliably do fishing art. Enter a dude by the name of Derek Redwine. Derek Redwine and I started doing business together, and we were fast friends. Derek Redwine is the man who opened my eyes to Florida and Florida fishing. Pretty much every fishing first I've ever had in Florida took place here. Caught my first tarpon, first trout, first swordfish with Derek, and then he introduced me to his best friend on this side, a guy by the name of Scott Goodwin. I think we brought all the gear you told us to. I brought a ton, Rush brought a ton.
Yeah, no, it looks good. So what we're gonna do, we're hoping it looks like we're gonna have a weather window to do a specialized fishery here called, we term going to the other side. So that's the other side of the Gulf Stream. And that's when you come out of the Gulf Stream, 50 miles of warm water, and it drops down just a little bit, and it's not as dry. Yes, I've always been described by my parents as obsessed with fishing. I grew up in Kentucky, and we fished until it froze in the winter. We fished every chance we could until Mom made us come in. You might find edges along the way where we might dolphin fish or find something floating because we're covering so much ground. So we'll have like the spinning rods ready to throw ballyhoos or chunks at dolphins. Merritt Island is a unique spot. I moved here in '98 to work on a sport boat out of the port. I've been here ever since.
Scotty was a guy with a lot of knowledge from being a Port Canaveral charter captain and a legend in his own right. And I know talent when I see talent, and I hired Scotty to be the editor of BD Outdoors.
I worked with BD Outdoors and Bloody Decks and the local knowledge team. It was a good job for the time when the kids were young, because charter takes all the time in a day and part of the night.
Fun.
So we're gonna set up these. We're gonna pull ballyhoos with a little bit of a lure head in front of them. Okay. It's almost like dink fishing, but scaled up for tunas. You know,
After working with my boy Scotty for 8 or 9 years, as it does for everybody, life changes. He's been chained to a desk for too long, and it was time for Scotty to get back out on the water.
I really was anxious to get back out. Wasn't actively looking, and that's when Pete Black I'd known Pete, and we used to fish together on charters. We fished together in some tournaments and other side trips. It just seemed like the perfect time to leave BD and come back.
What do you mean by dink fishing? You've used that term a few times.
Okay, well, dink fishing, we think of like sail fishing or dolphin fishing.
You know, when we got the invite to come up here, you know, I was pretty excited. This is the first time I've ever fished these waters, and all I know is what Scotty's told me.
So yeah, let's put all these together because we want to have everything ready. We're going to leave at 5. Be ready to roll.
Local knowledge is brought to you by Mercury, go boldly. Penn, let the battle begin. Yeti, built for the wild. Seakeeper, once you feel it, you'll never boat without it. Bubba, the ultimate lifestyle. Seagar, the inventor and perfecter of fluorocarbon fishing lines. Furuno, when you're serious about fishing. surface sunscreen, comfort in the sun. VMC Hooks, your expert in hooks. And by bdoutdoors.com.
All right, Scotty, what's the plan for today?
All right, well, we pulled into port there. The flag went limp this morning, so I think we're gonna make it across.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So we're gonna take a look right here. We're getting ready to push it up and just have a seat. And then we've got 50 miles of open water where we'll keep an eye out for anything floating. You see anything, let us know. The other side references crossing through the Gulf Stream, which is a warm river of water offshore. So the first edge is 30 miles, and that's where people normally think run to the stream. But tuna fishing, you run to the edge, then you run 50 miles generally, give or take, across the stream, and you're looking to pop out of that current and look for a little bit cooler water out of the current. And now you're on the other side of the stream. Let's grab that.
We really had one thing in mind when we were coming to Cape Canaveral, and that was to make it to the other side. And there's a whole lot of variables that have to happen in order for this trip to work out. First of all, the most important is that get that weather window.
So you're not going right through the center here?
No, only
right
on the
here?
chin weighted one, yeah. And I'm going.
Second of all, once you get out there, you don't know, what's gonna happen. Have those fish showed up yet? Are the birds gonna be working for you? There's just a bunch of different things that go into this.
Get him, Scotty?
Got him.
Nice. You hear about the Gulf Stream all the time, and it doesn't matter what coast you're from or where you fish out of. It's this really unique current that comes out of the Gulf of Mexico.
There's two more right
All right,
here.
here they come, yep.
They're coming up. They're not eating the chum though.
9
There's the
o'clock.
bigger ones.
That
The
one did.
second fish.
That one ate.
I don't understand how it works. I don't know why it works. All I know is it's a big highway of really warm water, usually 3, 4, 5 degrees warmer than the separating water, and it's hauling ass. Oh, here's a whole pack of them now.
Yeah, here they go.
This water will be going anywhere from 1.5 knots to 4 knots plus, depending on the time of year. That hard of a current break is gonna have life on either side of it.
I think.
Nope, I'm on. Captain Russ, I got a fish taco.
Going right where with them? On the deck?
No, in that hole. Open that hatch. It'll lay back.
On the near shore side of it, when you're speaking of coming out of Florida, it's gonna hold sailfish, it's gonna hold wahoo, it's gonna hold mahis. Mahi-mahi.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not a bad one, huh?
Yeah.
To start, right?
That'll make
Got
some
him pretty.
tacos. Off that little tiny buoy, what are the odds? That's the smallest piece of structure.
Yeah, but out here, that can be the mecca.
On the other side of it, and we really don't understand why, I believe it's a highway for that Bahamian grade of tuna to move up and down the coast, and it's probably the same fish they're catching as far north as New York.
Look at that.
Nice. Look at that.
All lit up.
Circle look right in the corner.
All lit up.
That is pretty.
Following the stream.
Exactly. And it doesn't take much out here because there's so much nothing.
Anything with a
any
little
little
bait.
thing, yeah.
Anything with a little bait. Well,
This trip we found a little long line buoy that had some dolphin and wahoo on it. So we just ready for all the likely scenarios.
The greatest thing about being out there fishing for these yellowfin tuna is anything can really swim up out there. You got bait out there, you got the right water temperature, it's fishy.
he ate it. There's the bull.
Did you hook them?
Yeah.
Nice rush. Nice work,
Put it
Scotty.
in gear. I got a lot of line out. There's a nice bull right here. All right, I'm caught up. I'm caught up.
Right behind the motor. Get it ready.
Got it, got it.
Nice pack of dolphins.
Oh!
Watch my fish.
Sorry about that, Rutchie. Oh, they're cooperating. Ate it and went right to your line, dude. Sorry. Anywhere you're catching tuna, you're not just gonna catch tuna, right? Tuna generally run with the same pelagic characters. Tunas, billfish, and then mine and Rush's favorite, mahis. Scotty?
I'm gonna let you get yours. Yours is closer. I'm just gonna let mine sit back there for a minute.
I think Death Dealer Scotty knows
I
what
got
to
the
do.
bull. Nice cow.
Seriously, right? Look at that.
The whole family.
Boy, that's a pretty good consolation when you're looking for tunas, buddy. Thank you. Thanks, Scott. There's a few things that Rush and I come together on, and that is the fact that dorado, especially good-sized dorado, get us fired up. And I think we would both argue it's probably the best game fish on earth.
Not clean, but
Nice.
nice bull. Nice bull.
Very nice, Rutch.
Told you. We called it, didn't we? Look out for the bull. I said that's the cow. There's got to be a bull back there.
Dude, we turned one bite into 4 fish. That's
how
good
those,
conversion.
That's how those families work.
Yeah, well, they aren't going to make the reunion this year.
It's in the box. Part of coming back to boating and stuff, part of what's made it so great is that it's such a unique location to come to work. The boats are kept here at Marker 24 Marina. We have several in our little mini fleet.
South Florida is its own world. Northern Florida is its own world. They call this area the Space Coast, and this is where I fit in. It's got the fishing, it's a little redneck, the people are down to earth, and Pete Black is one of these local Merritt Island, Cocoa Beach dudes that's my kind of guy.
Upstairs, they actually re-diverted the road around the bridge while they're constructing that. Then they built their home there, and
You know how you can tell a guy who really loves fishing? It's when he steps away from what he's really good at. In Pete's case, he owned a big landscaping company, and he pours his heart and soul into a passion that revolves around our sport. It's funny because when Scott described the Marker 24 Marina prior to the new ownership and Pete's team coming in and renovating things, not a pretty picture.
yeah, so I grew up just north of here by a couple of houses, and the marina was here since I was a kid, and it's a working marina, working boat yard. For me and my wife, we had a vision. We just saw what possibilities were and are and still continue to grow. We definitely wanted to create an environment for boaters to come together. I looked at what I wanted as a boater and what I needed as a boater, and you know, it's fuel, it's ice, it's a restaurant, it's a good dock, it's all those things in one location to make your experiences enjoyable as possible.
So tuna fishing now, we're using all pretty much natural ballyhoos. We will run some deep running plugs on the flat lines, and we just put out a simple spread. So yeah, we've got a spreader bar that we pull on the flat line. A lot of little birds on it. It does have a bait, so it's armed and dangerous. And it's on a heavier rod right off the flat, and a lot of times we think that commotion helps bring the pack up, and then they hit it, and then they start picking off the others once they're on top. So
I consider myself a tuna geek. My favorite fish to catch is tuna. I don't have to think about it. And I've caught tuna all around the world. I've been super fortunate. And everywhere you catch tuna, a lot of things are the same and a lot of things are different. In the case of this place, the biggest difference that I saw is the way they fish them. And this was the second time ever after catching thousands of yellowfin tuna that I've caught a tuna on a ballyhoo. Oh, we're bit. He's back.
shotgun!
He's
Shotgun! Drags.
I'm off, I'm on, I'm off, I'm on. No, he's there. Oh, he came back.
This guy took some string.
Oh, that thing blew up, burned my finger off.
That's exciting.
Rush,
That
Ollie,
is
I'm
awesome.
going neutral real quick, so just be ready, all right? I gotta come down.
Yeah, we're good.
Just be ready to reel if you need to.
Every bait got hit and only 2 stuck. Obviously very effective. At one point we had a 5-pack going and we didn't have enough arms to reel them in. Oh my God.
You got the 125 pounder?
I don't know. Is yours still taking string?
No, I'm
Mine
trying
is.
to gain now.
Do you have a strategy with the drag, Scotty?
3 or just above.
Okay.
You think about yellowfin tuna, and if you're gonna go target yellowfin tuna in the US, where are you gonna go? I mean, the first thing that probably comes to mind is the Gulf. Venice, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, up there in the Gulf.
Looking good, guys, looking good. Don't forget to guide your line.
There's my line, Don.
Other places, you know, they catch them in the Northeast. Outside of the US, there's a bunch of places, obviously. You know, the closest to us in the Keys is the Bahamas, probably. But you really don't think about yellowfin tuna in Florida very much.
That's bigger than 20 pounds.
Right.
22.
Woo, pretty work.
Nice work, guys. Tuna come in a lot of different forms, even when you're just talking about yellowfin tuna.
Look at those long fins. Yeah, it's such a pretty fish. I just think they're the coolest of all the tuna family. God.
You know, over here, what I noticed, these fish are travelers. They are hauling ass up that Gulf Stream, getting to their next stop. The fish I catch down in Mexico, and a lot of cases in San Diego, once they settle in, they're sitting on a piece of structure and they're fattening up. Is that pretty textbook, Scotty, for what you see out here?
Yes, sir. That's what you're dreaming of, hoping for. Sometimes it's one, sometimes it's everything.
I would attribute these fish more to an ultra marathon runner, and the San Diego fish, probably a little bit more like me, hanging out, picking off a cold one and a taco.
Oh, here comes the knee.
Oh, the knee's been out, buddy.
Here comes the knee. Somebody get him his tripod.
These fish pulled hard, and they pulled way out of their weight class.
Almost there, right? Ollie? Almost
You tell me, buddy.
It looks like it's coming pretty good right now.
Yeah, I put it in low.
That's the 1 inch at a time. And there he's on the scope.
Ooh. You should see him on the sounder.
I think he is. 175 feet.
Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you, that spool's full.
Scotty told me to bring the internationals for 40 to 80 pound fish. I'm glad we brought the big gear.
Good, nice clean shot.
Woo!
There you go. Good.
Nice work, Scotty. Nice work. Maybe he'll take that. Oh, hooks out, hooks out. Get a gap in his belly, Rush. Put a gap in his belly. You're going nowhere, buddy. Nice work, guys. Oh, gap fell.
Pretty work.
Nice.
That's a butterball right there.
That sure is.
Me or the fish?
He's stuffed.
So that's more first, right? First
Pacific,
sword,
Gulf. Yep.
first wahoo, first yellow.
That is a butterball there, huh?
That's what we came for, right? Thank you guys very much. Scotty, Pete, thank you. That's a beautiful fish. First yellowfin in the Atlantic for me. I'm stoked.
Crazy. You caught so many yellowfin tuna, and I never knew you didn't catch one over here.
Never caught one here, never had the opportunity.
Local knowledge is brought to you by CV Boats. Lead the way. Costa Pro Series. Costa. See what's out there. Aftco. Any fish, any water. Rapala holds the world record for world records. JL Audio. How we play. Casa Vieja Lodge. Experience 5-star angling in tropical Guatemala. Taco Marine. Troll the edge. Satfish. The science of being lucky. The Saltwater Angler Key West. California Flyer Company. And by Gulp.
Not skipjacks.
Yeah, no
Not skipjack.
Are we right?
So what was really cool about this, like I mentioned, bringing both of the old world and the new world together, my worlds, was local knowledge team. Captain Rush coming from the Keys, as a native charter fisherman, grew up doing it, and then Capt Molly from California, from San Diego, coming over. The dynamic of local knowledge is the two of them sharing each other's local knowledge in their home ports and then traveling together around the world to tap into the local knowledge of each destination. And so it was cool to have them come here with that same premise.
You got some heat on that thing, huh, Rush?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing like the last cast. What's that?
I said I hate that you're right.
Just one more cast.
You know, life is a series of ebb and flows, and it's really rare when people come into your life, especially from across the country. Scotty and the red wines, I mean, these are my East Coast family.
I got you. Hold on, I'll get them right there. There you go. Nice.
Shit, nice fish.
A little bigger than 30, probably.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo!
Good job.
You know, in this world, sometimes just you need everything to line up. You need all the stars to line up. And we were fortunate enough to get a one-day weather window in the time we were here in Cape Canaveral. You know, all the hard work that Scotty had put in, it all paid off in the end.
Hang on, I'm like almost on those motors.
He's towards you there.
Oh, what the hell?
What's going on there, you two? Got mine on the deck, done.
All done.
We've just come full circle, and it's awesome, you know? Derek used to work for us at BD Outdoors, so did Scotty. They don't anymore. I'm sitting on Derek's patio, I'm fishing with my boy Scotty.
Oh, sorry.
Watch my line.
That's all right. That's a little bit bigger fish than Ollie's got.
It's very rare that you build lifelong relationships, especially when you're separated by this kind of real estate. But I love my Port Canaveral family. They aren't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And this is the kind of stuff we're going to be doing for a lot of years to come.
It's hooked on the side.
Watch
It's
out.
hooked on the side.
Oh, foul hook. All right.
No, that hook must have pulled
Nice.
when he's, oh, wow.
So it's neat to see my two worlds kind of merge and have such an amazing day of fishing together. It was awesome.
That's what we came for, Rush.
Look at that. That's a good one for here.
Port Canaveral yellowfin, buddy. That's awesome.
Awesome. What a way to end the day, huh?
Dude,
Pack of birds on the way home.
we're gonna skip dinner, but I think it was worth it.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna miss dinner.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Scotty.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, guys.
awesome.
What a day.
All righty, let's
That is
crack
a
a
nice
couple cold ones and head in.